Well, hello. Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, hey, it's the off night, and it's really fascinating what we're doing out here today. I've actually come out to the Ipsy Ale House to see an actual paid show. I was going to try and interview the comics, but I was told by the management, take it outside. Anyway, I just want to let you know we're happy. We're going to have some good show tonight. We may get an on the scene report from one of our journalists, Jason, way out there at the airport, letting us know what's going on, or he may not be able to get a hold of us, and therefore he'll just try and find him, off the internet. But let's just keep thinking and hoping that Jason will be able to contact us again. I think he's been taken by some of the Trump supporters as a hostage, but I'm not going to say anything. He said a lot of unusual things, and maybe he's just been censored. It could be that Tonton Macoute has returned. But I'm going to bring out your host and MC for this wonderful off night. Please welcome Mr. Mark Sweetman.
Hey, we're back. We're back on the off night. It's episode number 263. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Andy. And wait a minute. Let me put my actual 263 out there. There it is. Welcome to episode. Oh,
there you go.
I thought I changed that.
262.
62. And I did change that. What happened here?
It's 262B. It was 262B. There we go.
Oh, I see what happened. I hit the wrong. I've got two laptops here, and I hit the editor on the wrong one.
Got it.
Oh, now I'm really.
Well, that's okay.
All right. What
it
happened?
wouldn't be a show without. Let me shut the door here. It wouldn't be a show without you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm really screwed. Hold on here. Let me go to the other one.
See who's up.
Are we there?
We're there.
Okay. All right. Hold on here. I may have to be on here twice. What am I doing? Help me, people.
Come on, interview.
We're
doing this podcast.
You might notice it says unqualified.
I'm sending you. Who's up?
Brandy.
Brandy's up there right now? Well, tell Brandy to come back and I'll interview her, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. We might have an interview, John. We might have an interview.
Oh, wow. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you still.
All right. We may have to just go with you then.
I just had Lisa. She popped out here. I told her what I'm doing. I'm interviewing people for the podcast. She might be able to get Brandy out here.
Awesome.
Oh, well, anyway. So I'm out here in Ipsy. Got the sunlight.
All right. Now I'm back.
All right. Okay. Now I have two. I've got two guys now.
You have. All right. Do you have two of me?
Yeah, I had two overlapping.
All right. Well, we'll do what we can here. I'm gonna do this. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep. Okay.
Can you hear me?
All right. Well, why don't we? Fine. Before you start interviewing comics, why don't we bring Susan out here for her weekly poem?
Oh yeah, do her poem. Yes.
All right. Here we go. Here comes Susan. Hi. Good to see you. And we were all remarking before we went on the air about how Susan looks like my daughter, not my wife. So
thank you.
Young and vivacious looking.
Actually, Mark, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the phone over to you, and you can interview Brandy, okay? Because that way she can put her full face in.
I guess before you do interviews or what?
Hey, I'd rather have you. Oh, I see. Because then
I can just hand her the phone, and her face will be on it.
Same speaker. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we go to Susan for her poem first,
okay,
and then we'll do that.
Let's do that poem to that young lady, that young Susan.
All right,
okay.
All right, here we go.
Here's your poem.
Did I get?
I can hear you still, Mark. Okay, here's your poem. In April, a child named Bowden wandered off in the night. His mom found him gone, gave his parents a fright. But a dog found the toddler and led him safely to a farm. And the farmer found the child, ending the alarm. This happened in Arizona, where the little boy went missing. Hero Buford, a peonese, unlike Trump, doesn't need ass kissing. Today, Trump spoke to Putin. Will the bloodbath in Ukraine end? It's a phone call between buddies. Oh, the pressure Trump will pretend. Russian negotiations in Istanbul talks. Putin will not withdraw. But you can't tell that to Trump. Thinks he can't make a guffaw. And more severe weather is headed for the South and Midwest. Dozens killed by tornadoes. Climate change must be addressed. A Mexican ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge on Saturday night. 2 Mexican naval cadets killed. A very sad sight. And poor Joe, he has cancer. I am sad and unhappy to say. Discussion of Biden's prostate is now on full display. Nicole Kidman advocates resisting ageism in all the filmmaking. You tell them, you go, girl. Will Hollywood be awakening? And that's your poem. Come on back, Mark. There's a lot to do.
Very cool. Very good.
Lord knows I'm trying to get back in here.
I see your face and I hear your voice. Technology. You look a little frozen there.
A little frozen.
Oh, am I? Well,
it's just age. It's just age. That's all.
The computer. I have 2 screens, and I have to use the one that is not as technical as the.
All right.
As the other.
Well,
one,
you're part of the frozen chosen.
Oh, am I still frozen?
Wow.
That's very, very Presbyterian.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well,
call back to last week.
I don't know. I may be going back to Catholicism. I may be going back to Catholicism now that we have the woke Pope.
I like that Pope. We all like it.
Yeah. Hey, you know,
So
it's like I bet he has some of the best kielbasa recipes too. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
From
well,
Chicago,
I'll let
exactly.
you get to.
I'll
let you get to your interviews.
Now? All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the comments. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Hopefully they'll be coming out
next week, Susan. Wow.
If Jason makes it on
That's
the
right.
show,
We can talk until they get out there.
Bye.
We'll be waiting.
I will.
We'll be making speculative talking about what Jason's doing right now. What conspiracy do you think Jason is involving now with the fact that he's stuck at the airport? Do you think it's the conspiracy that the airport is listening to him over a radio?
Yes, Jason. That's exactly what's happening. That's what I like to do with conspiracy theorists. Like just lay in. You know what I mean? Just go with it. You want to believe that crap? Go for it, baby.
He's 110% into it. I just don't quite, smart, intelligent guy. Everything is conspiracy theories. So it's like, okay, I love this country. I'm a patriot. I know things are bad sometimes, but it's not that bad. It's like, and Trump is bad. We're not quite there yet, but we have people that are going to say no. It's like we've had protests already. We've had stuff.
Right.
It's just I wish the Congress would work more at understanding what they were hired to do. It is a little frightening, but I think the institutions may actually be able to figure this out. So I'm just hoping that the justice system figures it out. Anyway.
All right, I got my good camera back. So hold on just a second while I work on the sound here. Yeah, this should be good here. All right, go there. Oh, don't you hate it when you click something on your computer and absolutely nothing happened? Am I frozen again?
No, you're fine. I hate it when I open the computer up and I don't even know what the buttons mean. You know, it's like, what is this? You know, I had an argument with a guy. It's like, you know, what I hate about computer and computer technology is they give you 10 different ways to do the same thing.
Hold on.
Like they'll have
I
just to
can't
be able
hear
to
you.
shut off the computer.
Are you doing that on purpose? I can't hear you.
What?
Let me see.
No, I'm on. I'm Mr. Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We are mic'd up and ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, man?
All right.
See, my favorite computer would be a computer with 100 different switches that all do one thing, that just do one thing. What I hate about computers is that they have these guys that keep trying to put 10 different ways of doing just turning on the computer, you know? Drives me insane.
I'm not muted.
Yeah, you know what you do.
Can you hear me now?
That's awesome. I was watching some. I can hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? Mark? Am I going to have to do this interview alone? All right. Well, I kind of know Brandy. I have an intimate relationship with her career, so we'll figure it out.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I can hear you.
I got the good camera back. I want to make sure. Yes, I got.
Can hear you.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, what's going on with the? We talk about Qatar a lot in this on this show, and Qatar has been in the news lately.
Yes.
So I was just wondering if you have anything to say about that.
I called my friend to see if she actually was going to meet with Trump. She hasn't responded back, so I don't know if she met with Trump at all yet. So
she may be dead. You just never know. You know.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know.
Who knows? You tried to meet with Trump. Off with her head. Yeah, that type of thing.
Yes. Okay. She's actually been. I don't know if she's conspiracy theory or whatever, but I talked to her and somehow she really likes Trump, and I keep asking why. Why do you like Trump? He's a very strong leader. It's like, really? Strong leader? Really? It's like,
Johnny get angry, Johnny get mad. Give me the biggest lecture I ever had.
Yeah. It's like, I kind of go, I don't know, man. You know, to me, it's like we hired the guy in the room that just basically was psychotic. He was over there sniffing glue, and we made him president. You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody? I was at a bus stop in Utah, Logan, Utah, and I saw two guys actually sniffing paint. And I'm going like, that is the most deranged thing I've ever seen anybody do. But I was like, why in the middle of Utah? It's like, what was it about Utah that you decided to come out and sniff paint? I mean,
the only sniffing I ever did was the one that was completely socially acceptable, and that was when the teacher handed out the mimeograph sheets and fresh off the mimeograph. Remember that in school? And you just put it on your face, but
it was like I always volunteered to do the Xerox machine. It's like, are you hooked?
What was in the mimeograph fluid or whatever, the paper, whatever it was, that made that such a great smell?
I don't know, the ink. I don't know what it was, man, but it was like just the combo, and then you had just flip out the thing, and man, just great. And then I'm a connoisseur of Elmer's glue too. So.
Oh yes, that was another one.
Yeah, it's the Elmer glue kid.
Do you remember rubbing your hands in it and then having it dry and then you'd peel it off like it was a sunburned skin peeling off or something?
That was great.
Oh,
and then they brought out rubber glue. Oh my God, the snot that you can make from rubber glue. You know, it's like, wow.
Oh, and it's so weird telling your kids about these things. We used to take clothespins and playing cards and put them into the spokes of our wheel to make it sound like our bike was motorized. And my kids are like, "Well, why would you do that?" Well, to make it sound like we had a motorized vehicle, like we were bigger deal than we actually were. Really, motorized vehicles did that for you? No.
No,
This is so funny.
just
Talking to kids
playing
like that.
cards at the back. Yeah, it was. I saw that. What it was on? John Stewart did the thing like, so you guys don't like dolls or something? Is he living in the 18th century about toys? Hey,
you mean
let's
talking
why
about-
don't you kids put these wheel spokes all the way down? Keep play with the wheelbarrows, wheelbarrow straps.
Yeah,
Like,
dolls
coming up
and-
with old timey sort of
Yeah, you only need 5 pencils. Like a kid, like they actually use pencils anymore. Everybody's on
5
their
pencils.
5 pencils.
Well, I actually still use a pencil. I actually use pencils. The main reason is I ruined so many shirts with ink. All right, I got an interview here. I've got an interview. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa Green, who's MC.
You're already tired of me, I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Everyone's
Grab
tired
the
of me.
phone and just keep talking.
Fine.
Now wait a minute. Now if you're MC, you have to be careful not to screw around too much out here, right? So
I can do a brief interview.
Yeah.
It's going good. I think it's going good. We got a lot of unclubbers out here. We got a lot of people came out to support. It's really awesome. Yeah, I got Jeff Teed is here. Jeff Teed is running with Ned. We're running an open mic with Ned now,
Thursday
which is
night.
I checked out once. So it was pretty cool.
I'll get out there eventually. I'm into boat season now, so it's hard for me to get around during boat season. So
boat season.
Well, I
see. For me, boat season is boat drinks season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Boat drinks.
I love the boat.
Yeah.
So anyway, where are you working recent? Where are you?
I saw your cosplay outfit.
Oh yeah.
What
I
is
did
the
that.
blonde hair? Really nice.
Yeah, that's Sailor Moon, who's that's a '90s anime, and it was very funny. I had I did a comedy show at Motor City Comic Con, which was interesting, and I did a character that was in an anime in the '90s, and a lot of people who are like my age are gonna be like, well, yeah, the classics, of course. But I had little coming up to me all day that were just like, and like their parents were just like, do you know who she is? Like, no. It's like, oh boy, Lisa, I'm old. Yay.
Lisa, you know that I think it's Charles Hill, but somebody's running an open mic out at One Night Stands. Have you checked that out yet?
Yes, that just started up. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I need to submit for that, but yeah, I saw that.
You need to get into the ones where they pay, and that's a club that pays. And Comedy Castle too. You got to get out. Have you been to the Comedy Castle yet?
I need to. Like, I've been. We also have Brandy Alexander. Yay! The open mic's on Wednesday, so I never can. It's really hard for me to, but I need to do that, and I get out there for other stuff. But yeah, I haven't been out there to actually perform. Aside from Detroit to LA, I did Detroit to LA. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway, Ridley's hardly around anymore. But Joel and Bill are reviewing the comics now. And I think it's not much different than it was 45 years ago when I got in there. Because you just keep showing up, and eventually, they start giving you spots. The difference between now and then is they book all their stuff in September for the whole year, whereas back in the day, you'd get called like Tuesday to work the weekend. That type of thing. You didn't really sign up; they called you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you should. Who else is? Anybody else paying out there?
I don't know. We got Brandy Alexander over here, who just did a fabulous set, and also Andy's still here. So I'm probably gonna dart back inside in a sec.
Yeah,
you can come back.
Yeah, no, I can come back. It's just one of those things like I can't sit around. I have to be technical.
MC can't wander too far.
Yeah, like I got some time. Like I got a little bit of time, but I'm also just like anxiety.
Who's on stage now?
Okay.
Yeah, but Skippy Rose.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Did she have her baby?
Skippy's good. Yeah, Skippy's doing. She did have the baby. Yeah, she had the baby. Baby's been around for a while now. I think. I want to say. is she coming up on a year? I'm not sure. She's not quite a year old yet, but like she's getting close. Yeah, super cute, super adorable. Like she's the just stinkingest, cutest little thing. And I love her. And I would literally ask them, her and Floyd yesterday. I was just like, I want to come over and see the baby. Hang out with me so I can see the baby. Because I love her. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, she's pretty much the same as before. Just, you know, her hair's a little different. Like, okay, I don't care. Baby time.
Okay, cool. Are you going to come back out?
I will come back out. I'm going to pass this back over to Andy.
All right.
And whatever Andy wants to do with Brandy. So,
okay.
Brandy.
Thanks. That
The
was
Andy
beautiful.
Brandy Power Hour.
That was Lisa Green and what was it? Sailor Moon. There we go. All right, but now we have a great person right here. It's my favorite person. I haven't seen her in a while, but Brandy.
How you doing, boy?
Brandy Alexander.
Well, I don't look cute enough to be on this motherfucker.
Of course you are.
Fine. You're
Pull up a
fine.
chair.
I am.
I got a question
I'm
for you, Brandy. Are you still on the bicycle?
I'm a technically deficient.
So you haven't got a car yet, but you're doing all this stuff by bicycle.
And I walk around with my helmet on even when I ain't on my bike, so people leave me the fuck alone.
There
Don't
you go.
ask me nothing.
That's
They don't ask me for $1 to buy the paper.
Yeah.
All
Now
right.
you've
Well,
been
Brandy
teaching over
Alexander
at
for
at the,
our
Hanover
regular
Showcase.
I
viewers.
did.
You haven't done this show in about 4 years,
3
right?
workshops.
5 years. Brandy, I don't think you've done our show in about 4 years, right?
Now, you went to Chicago to win the World
Are you still in Chicago?
Yep, I was going to Chicago once a week. I said I go once. I go. Well, I'm there now.
Oh, you live there? Okay.
So I was like going once a week
Yeah.
for a year to see what happened, and now I just live there now.
Oh yeah, there you
And
go.
then
Yeah,
I just
you're,
come back. And
you're
forth.
living in
Now-
Chicago now.
Mhm.
Yes, of course.
Are you still
Very
are you
good.
still
Very
doing-
good.
Thank you.
Are
I
you
don't
still
think it's.
teaching
I
school?
think you have to leave from.
Are you still
No, I
teaching
went
school?
back to school.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
cool.
good.
No, not right now. I went back to school to go to school. I'm a student right now.
Oh wow.
I went during the
where you going to
pandemic, so I didn't have to be bothered by that.
Oh, nice. So what
Eastern.
What are you teaching? What are you learning?
Professional development, how to do trainings and all that kind of stuff. You know how that is. You really just learning how to read, write, and do. It don't matter what.
Got it.
Learning
That's
how
what
to
I'm
be.
saying.
It
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
like you're
trained
learning
in.
how to
'Cause I
BS.
want to do public speaking workshops.
Cool. That's cool.
That's exactly what
Learning how to BS. Very good.
Yes, because you can put comedy tips with public speaking.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. So public speaking training. They be getting a lot of money.
Well, Mark, I used to run into Brandy Underwood when I'm doing my walks.
You will be sitting down though.
Yeah, but we were done. We were always done at
okay.
that
Well,
point.
tell me
I was,
something. I'm like, well, what's something ain't right with this picture?
I was putting on 20 minutes. I did 20 minutes.
Okay,
You know, I have it timed out. But I have to admit, my experiment with actually trying to eat real food has kind of like not done well. So I'm going back.
Why?
It's just I go in there, I try and get the nice vegetables. I'm eating more vegetables than I've ever done. I'm eating more fruits, but when I go in there, I see ice cream. You know, and it's like
I
trying to
get
off
them
that
ice cream bars that don't have no sugar added, but they got the chocolate coating and crunch and everything.
Okay.
And they 17 carbs and really like 2 grams of sugar, if that. No,
Which-
I don't even think that's
Which ones are those?
I gotta send you the picture.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'll
try that.
hell.
I'll try that.
So I've been substituting stuff
Okay.
for the stuff I like.
But you look good. You look
But I got to figure out how to drink when you got, because I'm pre-diabetic. How can I drink?
all right.
Look, I can't be funny unless I drink.
Oh, there you go. Well, you can. I've seen you've done some real good stuff.
Yeah, but I ain't.
Oh, are you going?
Here.
I drink here with you.
I'm about to go in there. I just
You
came
going in?
I didn't know he was out here. I just came out here.
Oh,
Be nosy. I was
Okay.
He was out here. This is a nice.
Do you want to say hello to Mark?
Mark, what up?
He's the headliner,
Hey.
Mark.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh-oh.
How you get out?
We got to just...
This is our regular Monday night.
What time
podcast.
you be out there on Friday?
Every Monday night from 8 to 9.
I usually go out there usually at 10 in the morning on Fridays. Are you afternoon?
No, I don't. I like going.
All right, we'll see you at 10 in the morning. Thanks, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Brandy Alexander. And that was, of course, Jacob, who is also going to be headlining, and he's just getting himself psyched up for it. So
That's good.
there's an actual audience out there. It's about 20, 25 people.
Oh, man.
Mostly comics, though. I'm going to say that mostly comics.
Last year we had like 66 in the crowd. It was a nice.
So
it was a nice room.
I know. I thought that would. Tim said he had 25 people sign up and pay in advance, and then he was looking hopefully for walk-ins. But,
Okay.
it didn't. I don't think his promotions are reaching enough people.
Yeah, you know what? I
But
think you need to. I think you need to.
I'm still part of the old hey, put up a sign.
Yeah, yeah. How about another thing too? Is the people that he's advertising to are people that would already know about it, like comics and stuff like that. All those Facebook ads and everything, they don't go to anybody new, I don't think. I guess unless you pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. It's just the same old people,
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to at least put up a sign somewhere,
Yeah. Now, because I am the administrator on the Facebook Unclub page, I get people all the time that write me and ask me about it, and it's always like, I always say the same thing. Except for our non-Sunday night shows that we do, and I would tell them about this one. Come by Sunday night. We always do a collection, and that's another thing we stopped doing too. We stopped really talking about that collection, fill the pitcher type thing. When we were over at the Mix, Tim and I, that was a small theater. Tim and I would collect $40 and $50 every Sunday night on that thing, and that's where that helps because the rent was $25. The rent was $25 for that night, which is a great rent, but still, it's we didn't have $25. You know what I mean?
But
so it was good to have people pitch in for that.
But I think the guy who owned the place supported it, though.
He did.
The guy who owned the Mix, he supported it.
He did, but his wife wanted us out of there because
his wife had. Yeah, his wife just said, "Yeah, I'm in that space." Yeah.
We could use that space, and thinking.
Yeah. She was not happy.
You're a used clothing store. What do you need space for? You can. That's the stuff you can pile up in the corner because it's used.
Yeah. You had a full basement to put the stuff into.
I miss that.
She just didn't want to. I think she just didn't want him to have a. Yeah.
She didn't want.
I think is he passed now or is he still on?
Ed Panett.
Yeah. Now they moved the Mix into Ann Arbor.
Oh, is it? What's there now?
Yeah, Ed. I think his name was Ed.
Yeah, Ed Panay or Ed Panay, I think it was.
Well, it's actually So it's been like it was like musical chairs. So they had a nice space, and so they moved into Ann Arbor where the arcade is, that little section, kind of like there.
Yeah.
And so what's there now is a vintage store that was across the street, and they moved over there.
Well, wasn't the Mix
the
kind
space
of wasn't the Mix?
It had more space. It was. I don't know, but I think it was sort of a vintage store. But this other vintage store that was across the way moved in there, and now there's another thing that's over there. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of different. So it's like pretty much vintage stuff, but not. I think what the Mix is trying to do is like get old clothing that looks really good and sell that like to people that that stuff. What this vintage store is basically is selling like photos, camera stuff, memorabilia, T-shirts that have the Huron Braves on it, that type of stuff. It's not really like what the Mix was doing. The Mix was doing the vintage store, dress stuff,
Right.
They were looking for women to come in and buy, nice 1940s stuff for full price. Gotta move myself in my chair here. Oh, sorry.
I love this.
There's the church. There's a steeple.
Yep. Open up the doors and there's all the people.
There's all the people. Yes, that was actually where I got my confirmation. Actually, that was my church when I was 15. From Yep.
Now, what denomination is it?
I was the first United Methodist kid. United Methodist, but first United Methodist, the liberal one.
The liberal one.
United Methodist is kind of like the Baptist, but the first United Methodist is kind of like Creed. They believe in science, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the difference, belief in science, and that the world is more than 3,000 years old. That really helps. Anyway,
I think,
and you believe that dinosaurs actually existed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that. I don't know. It's. I just believe in loving people.
Conspiracy theory?
No conspiracy. I don't have. I'm trying to think if I believe in any conspiracy theories. Oh, I know. The ruling elite want the rest of us to be dumb. It's pretty much the only conspiracy theory I believe in. They don't really want us educated.
Well, I believe that's true. I believe that's true. Everything that's happening is basically they're trying to destroy. They're trying to destroy the government so they can't be enforce any sort of regulations on them. That's basically, I think, what they're trying to do. Destroy the government so it cannot fulfill its function.
The last real revolution was the proletariat revolution in Russia, and that didn't turn out so well.
Yeah.
For the people. You don't want to put somebody in charge that's just going to murder thousands, hundreds upon thousands, almost millions of people. But I'm trying to think of anyone that's been
for no reason.
I mean, there've been small revolutions in Central and South America, but really, it's just sort of like everyone anymore. When things get out of hand, the military takes over because they can control the mobs the best.
Yeah.
But then you lose and free speeches. Then you lose free speech. Then what do you got?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a nice quote I keep seeing all the time. They first go for the journalists, and then nobody knows what happens after that. It's like so.
Of course, you listen to MAGA.
That was pretty. But yeah, I mean,
you listen to MAGA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in favor of war at all. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, you listen to MAGA and you think that the people that are you listen to MAGA and you think the people that are being oppressed are white males, straight white males. They're the ones being oppressed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's so hard to be.
We can agree with that, right?
Yeah, it's so hard to be a white guy. Look around.
I can't say what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure don't have a hard time saying that they can't say what they want.
Oh, yeah, we're being totally oppressed. Oh yeah, we can't get it. We can't say what we want. Can't do anything. Yeah, it's just. I will say, although it is irritating that in many respects the left is almost as that being said, that the left is almost as repressive as the Catholic Church is sometimes.
Well,
in terms of how you can say things, when you can say it's a joke, folks. It's a joke.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate that it gets taken to extreme. It's like this whole transgender thing. Now, I don't think people born men should be able.
I want to support them, but I wish to God they would finish and figure out what.
Well, not just that, but now here's the argument for them.
Go ahead.
All right. The argument for them is that when MAGA says they don't, do you want these transgenders in the ladies' room with your daughters? I don't want them in the ladies' room with my daughters, they'll say. I don't. Do you want it? Do I want? And when they say that, to me, they're saying, "Oh, what they do is they want these transgender
All right,
women."
you're dropping out.
Oh, am I?
You're dropping out. You gotta get closer to the microphone. You're dropping in and out.
I think it's. I just.
You're
think
dropping in and out.
Okay, I can hear you, but I think I'm on a delay. Is what's the problem?
Okay, so you're kind of dropping in and out. So we're like getting like, this is, this is that type of thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I hate that I am technically insufficient.
I don't know how to solve that. I just
I don't know how far behind I am.
No, why do you need both?
Both what?
Why do you need both computers again?
I don't. Well, I'm only using one right now, but that's because one of them went out. But the reason I use two is because the one that I use for camera and mic is the one that Jason gave me. But I can't hook a mouse and a keyboard up to that one. So in order to control everything, I have to be on my computer in order to be able to control the mouse and the keyboard.
Got it.
Now, do you have a show timer? Do you have a show timer up in the left-hand corner of your screen?
I do.
What time does it say?
It says live 36 minutes. We're at 36 minutes right now.
See, I'm at 36:42.
It's 8:36.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm general. It says 36:48 right now.
All right, I'm at 36:51 when you're
at
so
30.
I'm 3 seconds ahead of you, so I don't know if that means that I'm played 3 seconds.
37 right. 37 right now. 37 right now.
Yeah, I'm 3 seconds ahead.
We're good. We're counting the time.
So there's I'm 3 seconds ahead of you. So
okay, all right.
Every time I say something, it's a 3 second delay before you hear it.
Okay, all right.
And that's kind of frustrating.
Well, I'll try and yeah. But you were dropping out though. It's like you were saying something and then would drop out, and come back up.
You know what? That's another thing too. I can't hook a microphone up to Jason's iPad. I like this iPad for the camera. I mean, it's a good picture. Do you get a good picture of me at least?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
What was the picture from your original computer?
Oh, do you want to see it? Here, let me put it up here.
What's your picture off your original computer? Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up.
Okay.
Well, I thought I tried to put it up. Oh, here it comes. See, this is why I don't like my computer. I like Jason's better than mine. There I am. See the difference in the picture quality?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have an older.
I have an older. Well, he's. Got
I do.
So I'm gonna take that guy down. He's ugly. All right. There we go. Now I don't know if when I look at, now on this one that I'm looking at you now, I'm 2 seconds ahead. So if I went to the other laptop and used the bad picture, my sound would be syncing up a little bit better. It'd still be on some delay, but not as much as I have on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Essentially, and it may have to do. It may
have to do with.
It may have to do with my speed of my internet here at my home. I don't have, channel 4 quality internet. I have T-Mobile for my internet. So.
Got it. Wait, you want to try and call Jason?
Yeah, sure. Let me call him on my phone here. Wait.
Maybe we just do a phone interview with him.
Yeah, let me call him. All right. You notice I'm no more technically proficient with my phone than I am with the iPad.
Hey, we know, we got it.
We know, exactly. I had another discussion with one of my daughters today. They do not want to hear that that I'll be gone in 15 years if I don't outlive my parents. My parents didn't live to be 80, and I'm only 15 years away from being 80. So I'm letting them know, take advantage of the fact that I'm here right now. All right, let's look up kids. Now, what's that sound on your end?
I hate those motorcycles.
Oh, is that what that is?
And the cars that go by they play the loud music or the thumper music. For some reason,
right?
They just come around in circles around here. So,
Yo, Mark.
Hey, you're on the podcast with us. I'm just I got the phone on speakerphone. So.
Oh no, I'm on this. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me put my clothes back.
Put your clothes back on.
Where are you now, Jason?
When I said I was picking up at the airport, I meant picking up can mean a lot of things. I think we know that. Right?
Yeah, especially for Jason.
Yeah, are you on the stand at the airport?
Not
are you in the holding pit?
I was in the third stall on the left. I had the wide stance, like the senator did.
Very good. Okay. All right.
Like Larry Craig, and I'm also recovering from I had a bout working outside probably most of the day, and it damn near killed me. And so, yes, it does lead to that I fought the lawn and the lawn won. And so,
I see.
I know, hokey, I know, but nevertheless, I just was laying in my bed, stinking of man sweat and grass clippings, and thought it would be time to go out to the airport because that's sort of my scent. That's my cologne. My nephew was laughing rather nervously. She's like, "I'm related to this man. He's looking at and he's looking at Tinder at the same time because he's young and he can do that." Me on the other, I see. Then the lightning strikes me from above and says, "No, thou shalt not."
Wow. So are you out somewhere or are you just at home?
Well, I was out years ago. I mean, yes, I'm working. I'm not working. I had to pick my nephew up from the airport, and that's what's kind of bled into the whole podcast time. Sorry.
Got it. Got it. Can the nephew be interviewed? Can we interview the nephew?
Well, I mean, he's used to being interrogated by the police because he's a member of my family. I mean,
there you go.
Got it.
I mean, just like if you grow up in the Manson family, you're going to know what the local detectives' names are, right? I mean,
I just want to get verification of what you're saying is true. Okay.
Okay, well, here, hold on. Now, I'll let you talk to him. You're on the podcast. That's Andy and Mark. By the way,
hi.
Yeah, we're podcasting. You're on our podcast. Jason's with us.
You're on our podcast.
8 and 9.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we want to do a quick question. Is Jason is whatever he says truthful or just a wild fantasy?
Do you think he lies? Never.
No, he tells
never.
He's brutally honest. He's brutally honest. More brutal than honest, but brutally honest. Yes.
Truly. Sorry, we got a whole family out.
Now, where are you coming in from?
We're walking out here. We're walking.
So
what's your introduce your nephew, Jason? We don't have.
Back. Yeah, that's. By the way, that's really my nephew. It's not a gentleman that I picked up on Tinder, who left a institution in Northern Ohio.
Yeah, is he from Canada or something? Is that the deal?
Pardon me?
Is he your girlfriend from Canada? Is that the deal?
Oh, the girlfriend from Canada. Well, I don't even bother with that. I leave that to Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell and the rest of our reprobate, blood-sucking, elected overlords. And what can I say? I mean, I get that close to a school with a little box on my ankle starts going nuts. It's shocking me. So it's like, oh, better make a U-turn.
You just have to move it to another spot than your ankle.
Uh-oh.
Well, there is, but it's a German thing. I don't think. on
Hey.
the phone.
Hey, Mark, I'm.
Think of it this way: D batteries and a goat seat. But don't look it up right now. It's the sort of thing that even Lou Reed would look at and go, "No, man, that's way too much." Hey guys, listen, I gotta hang up here because I gotta unload the cargo.
Got it.
We're out here in the field, and remember from that intro in Casino, you gotta get out there with the it has to already be dug when you show up with the package. Otherwise, you could be out there all night. We don't speak Spanish, but for work we do. All right. No hablo español.
We'll see you We'll see you next Monday, Jason.
Yes, we will, guys. I'm sorry to miss it, but it's just one of the things, man. We'll talk to you guys later. You have a great night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Jason Grant, one of our normal regulars here on the show, on the Off Night podcast. He's also not frequent enough visitor to the Unclub show that we do live Sunday night at the Ale House in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And we've lost Andy. So we have to get Andy back here. I'll send him a text message to let him know that he's not on anymore. I hope nobody ran off with his phone or anything, but let me see, where is he here? I'll call. I called him, or he called me earlier today. Let me see if I can, here he is, right here. So I'm going to call him, so we're going to do the same thing with Andy, who is here.
Hi, Andy Johnson. Please leave your name.
Okay, I just get in his voicemail. Let me try a text message to him and see if that works. Or I can just chat with you. I can fill in 14 minutes until our show ends. I wanted to talk about our Tigers. I wore my Tigers hat tonight. We usually talk about movies or trivia and other things like that. So let me see what here's a message from somebody. Oh no, that's from Jason telling us he's stuck at the airport. We already covered that. Let me see what else we got here. We got, let me see, text messages, and we'll send one to, oh shoot, I don't see Andy here. Let me see. Okay, we'll create one for Andy. You're watching me trying to do technical stuff. That's very adorable. All right, here we go. I'm just going to say, where you at? Yeah, that works. There we go. Send that off. And all right, we'll hope that Andy comes back. In the meantime, our Tigers have the best record in baseball. Another series win against the Red Sox. And the Red Sox like to think they're a great team. I think they're a very good team, actually, after watching them. But we took that series. I think the only series, we've lost two series, Milwaukee and Los Angeles, the Dodgers. Other than that, I think we've won every series so far. And if we do that, we will be in the playoffs. Unlike when I was a kid, when you just had to stay in first place and then you went to the World Series. Now we've got these playoffs. First, it was two teams that had to meet to become the American League or the National League pennant winner. And they expand that. I think they got 14 teams altogether now. It's ridiculous. But you know why? It's the money. Got to be the money. So anyway, this is the off night. Let me bring this stuff back up here. This is the off night. This is episode, it says 262, so let's take that out of this. It's actually 263, but I wasn't able to do it. We'd like you to click our like button if you like this content. Go ahead, click like wherever it is on your screen. I like to watch my YouTube podcasts and videos and shows on my television, which a lot of the what they call smart TVs, or your Hulus and your Rokus, and not Hulus, your Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, and your Rokus, and your PlayStation or Xbox also have ways to download those, the YouTube app. I like to watch them there rather than on my computer, but I know a lot of people watch it on their computer. And all you have to do is, I don't know where it is on your particular screen, but you can You can click the like button on there. And there's also a way to click a bell that'll notify you whenever we have new content coming on. And you can subscribe to the page, and that's it right there. youtube.com/@theoffnight. Like I said, and then let me give you the page. Here is where you can see our shows. Now, currently, this is the show that's on there right now because we're live Monday nights from 8 to 9 every Monday night. And then after we finish that show, it stays on there until we basically move it aside for next week's Monday night show. And I'll have to talk to the guys. Sometimes on the holidays, we do a Tuesday night show rather than a Monday night show for Memorial Day and Labor Day. It often matters how many people we can get for that holiday. If I'd just assume do it on the holiday rather than take a day off if we can get enough people. But if we can't get enough people, I understand holidays. We'll delay it until Tuesday. But again, all of the past episodes are on that page, that youtube.com/@theoffnight/streams. And so you can check out a lot of our old episodes. At least 2 or 3 years. We've been at this now for 5 years. We're in our 6th year now. And we started off on Facebook, but we soon discovered that YouTube does a better job of helping you monetize your page than Facebook does. So we kind of abandoned Facebook, and we can still link this show to some Facebook pages, actually more than one. And we use a program called StreamYard, which allows us to broadcast live. It doesn't cost us anything. You just need a camera and a microphone and a web browser and be able to use all those in sync. Now you see that when I have people on here like Andy and when Susan was on, Susan and I didn't have a delay, but Andy had a delay, and we haven't been able to figure out why that is. I know I don't have a high-speed connection here at the studios. We do 2 different studios, but we have the same problem at each one. Our one studio is in Michigan, where I started and where I was founded. And then we have another studio out in Los Angeles, where I made a career doing stand-up comedy. And I still get back there because I have a child that lives there. I used to have a couple, but we'll broadcast from his apartment in North Hollywood. And so that gives us 2 locations, but we still have the technical problems with both because we're just using basically, home-based internet connections, nothing high quality or anything like that. Anyway, so I sent a message to Andy. He hasn't responded, so I don't know. I am wondering if maybe his phone didn't just run out of juice because he's not here anymore. And I'm guessing now that my wife has stopped watching because you saw her at the beginning. She leads us off with our poem that we use for our agenda when we want to stay on task and we have more people, and I don't have to do all the controlling and talking. But because she hasn't come back, that means that kind of tells me she's off doing something else. And we all have jobs. We have a lot of children. Those of you that know me know that we have 8 adult children, and you just, even though they grow up and they're adults, they're still our children. So God love them. So anyway, if you're wait, you know what? As long as I don't have anybody here helping me out, here is where now you can create a comment on the page here. That's right here. No, that's not it. Comments. Oh, there it is right there. You go to this one that's streaming and comment there. Or if you want to, if you've got a camera and a microphone and a web browser and they're all connected, you can go to that address right there, streamyard.com/7pjnpd6imr, and you can join me here. It goes first to my dashboard. Well, I'll see that you're there waiting. And then once I I'm able to get you on the screen here with me, then we'll include you. Anyway, I don't have much else to say about anything. This is usually a conversation, free-flowing conversation format. And since we no longer have Jason, nor do we have Andy, I think I can pretty much wrap it up. We've done 55 and a half minutes already, so I don't think it would be a problem to close this out early. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and just as I'm saying that, guess who's back? Here he is. Here we go. So, Andy, my friend, are you there? That's spinning whatever it is on my screen. Now, like I said, I have delay, so I never know.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Did you run out of juice?
I ran out of juice. My battery went down. My phone went off. So I ran to my car, which was about 3 blocks away, and I made it. So sorry.
That's okay.
I hope everything went good. Well, Jason's still on?
What, No. In fact, he was getting off just as you lost power. So the last 9 to 10 minutes have been grueling. You'll have to go back. You'll have to go back and watch it. It is like, I'm telling our audience that we're used to having this free flow discussion, which isn't so free and isn't so flowing when you're the only guy online. But you know what I did? I took care of a lot of the stuff that I always forget to do. Click the like button. Subscribe to our page. Here's how you can join us. Here's how you can contact me after the show, and if you'd like to appear on the show, and things like that. Yeah. So I did cover a lot of that. But I'm telling you, if they made it that far, they don't need to be told that. They already know, because those are the people that are true fans. Exactly. So
yeah. So it went from a conversational podcast to a do-it-yourself YouTube. Exactly. Here's how to do a podcast.
Well, you know what? I have seen people do podcasts though, where they actually talk for 10 minutes to the camera, and they just give information. So that's what that's a lot of information that's out there.
Yeah, for 10 minutes
that we need for people to get any kind of interest. Here's what I'm going to add. We've got 2.5 minutes left. I would like to just add that this has become an old white man show, and I didn't want that. And you remember, I was always trying to get a diversified portfolio of guests. But again, that was before we were against DEI. So now my heart says, we want to remain diversified. But if I hear from anybody that threatens my life, if I don't drop DEI, then I got to figure out how to hand this off to somebody else, because I'll be dead. Because I can't go against diversity. I can't go against inclusion.
No, I'm actually in favor of it all. I'm in favor of diversity, in favor of it all. That's
and here's the
bullshit. It's just the extremists. There's always like it's like the fascist hippie. It's like you can't eat anything. You can't eat anything off this particular sheet. So it's kind of like that. But I am in favor of all of it. I'm in favor of treating people nicely and stuff like that. But just make it easy. Make it easy, will you?
Right.
Cisgender. What the hell does cisgender have anything to do with male or female? I don't know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
here's the thing. My side, and I don't even want to call it liberal, because I don't think, we talked about this before your phone went out. Liberal has gotten a little bit out of hand too. You compared it to the Catholic Church. I just want to love people, and I don't want.
Yeah.
Our former co-host, Sam Greenfield, the late great Sam Greenfield.
Yes.
I went back, and before I ended up not deleting any of the phone messages, but I got a ton of phone messages from Sam. And on the last one he left me, he said, "I love you." And we used to say that all the time. We used to say, "I love you, but not that way."
Yeah.
That's how guys have to do it. I love you, but not that way.
Not that way. Exactly. But that's the whole thing. Peace and love should be the whole thing over everything. Peace and love. That's it.
And why are people against that? I just don't understand that. It just doesn't make sense. And the people that on the other side that want to claim Christ as their master and savior, who's all about peace and love. And that's that's the guy you're going to put up, and you're going to go, hey, yeah, he's all about peace and love, so fuck him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's each religion has peace and love to it, but it's sort of like, why are they always hostile? Anyway. But anyway, what I enjoyed about the show today was the fact that we interviewed comics, and that's kind of like what we should probably get back to, is interviewing comics and trying to find stuff.
Let's start working on that. We'll start looking for that stuff. All right. Well, maybe we should. You know what we could do? We could record interviews on Sunday night there, and then have the tape ready to go.
Yeah.
Instead of doing them live, because we just were lucky tonight there was a show there. Anyway, over time, I've got a Zoom call scheduled here at 9:00, so I'm already late for it. So I'm gonna roll up the music, and we're gonna be out of here. So see you next week.
All right.
Hopefully we'll have everyone else here. Bye. All right. Bye.